Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And first of all, apologies for the snafu with uploads yesterday. Sometimes videos get stuck in processing hell, and I haven't worked out why. I haven't been able to. It's one of the reasons why I've become so cryptic here on this channel. But anyway, one of them got stuck, and eventually I had to go in and delete it and re-upload it. So that's what that strangeness was about, and thank you for pointing it out. Second of all, it has been ridiculously hot here today. We've had one of those intense heat waves that happen around this time of year, and so I'm melting, but feeling somewhat more alert than I was earlier in the day. It's just been a day of total collapse, so I'm a little bit late now. Hopefully the brain is working, hopefully the energy is flowing. It has been quite strange energy recently, and we're going to look today at strange rumors, outlandish rumors today. First one, using the new Palladini Tarot for this one. First one is to do with Lady Louise, the lovely Lady Louise, one of my favorite royals. And it's an outlandish rumor from, it seems to be one of those AI generated YouTube sites. There are a lot of them now. And it claims that King Charles has stripped the Sussexes of their titles, and he has handed the Sussex title to Lady Louise, and that is simply not how it works. And according to this, Buckingham Palace made the announcement in February of 2024. Well, we are still in February of 2024. There has been no such announcement. It is nonsense, I'm very sure of it. But some people are confused and worried about this and wondering. So we're going to have a look at it anyway. Lady Louise is, of course, just plain Lady Louise. Her younger brother James is the Earl of Wessex. He acquired that title when his father was elevated to the Duke of Edinburgh by the King. And of course, the Duke of Edinburgh title is now just a lifetime honour. It's not one that James will be able to inherit down the line. All part of the slim down monarchy thing. Perhaps one day James will need to be the Duke of Edinburgh. Who knows? We're in strange times in the world and in the royal family too. And that's why we read on the royal family, because it's an archetypal narrative, and sometimes some of their strange stories make sense of our strange stories. That's my theory anyway. It was Shakespeare's theory too. Not that I'm putting myself in the same league as Shakespeare. Of course not. But anyway, I want to look at this. I want to look at whether the king has stripped the Sussexes of their titles, handed the title to Lady Louise, who now, according to this wild rumour, would be the Duchess of Sussex. And would she want a title? I think that's where I'm really heading with this reading. Would she like a title? And is she ever likely to become a working royal? I did a reading on her, and I think it was when she turned 18. And that was a while back, about 18 months ago, I think. And I did a reading on her because, as I say, I am a fan. And in that reading, as far as I can recall, she was not interested in becoming a working royal. It was not something that she was keen on at all. Of course, times change, worldviews change. She might feel quite differently at 30 or whenever. But we're going to have a look. I think she is, or could have been, princess if she'd wanted to, or if her parents had wanted to. I think at the age of 18, she could actually have chosen that title. And of course, if she'd been a Sussex, she would have got that title a long time before. But I'm just being snarky, and let's remind you that this is just tarot for fun and entertainment. It is just opinion. We look at wild rumors here and speculate. We read energy, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. And we have an interesting card as our underlying energy. It's the Two of Rods, Wands, in other words, in reverse. Plans, upright, kind of not scheming, never, but a partnership, a plan, some a business plan or an idea or a PR kind of a thing or something like that. When it's upright. In reverse, no such plan. And I would say with that Two of Rods in reverse, also a false narrative that's been put out, perhaps by a partnership on YouTube. And I'm not accusing any of the known suspects out there of doing this. I think it's just one of those rogue royal channels that does this for clickbait, and of course people click and they watch, and it's a nice income stream. Why not? Well, why not? Absolutely not. That was a far too flippant comment. Didn't mean it at all. So that's what's going on underneath all of the rest of this reading. So let's have a look at the actual situation, this Lady Louise rumor. And we have Tower. It's in reverse. A Tower upright would be the whole house of cards had collapsed. That would be the Sussex house of cards would have collapsed. That would be a shock, an absolute bolt of lightning out of the blue for Harry and Meghan. Although many people speculate that they are expecting some sort of title removal at some stage, but this would not be the way it would go. The title, if it was going to be removed, would be removed in a much more formal way through Parliament, as far as I understand things, and it would then revert to the Crown. And then in due course the Crown would hand over the title, and it would not go to a woman. As also, as far as I understand it, there would have to be a duke before there was a duchess, as far as I understand it. I could be absolutely wrong, but the Tower in reverse tells me that no, there was no such rude surprise for Harry and Meghan. This didn't happen. So let's just check. Did the king secretly, while hiding away at Sandringham and in the middle, not hiding away, while retreating at Sandringham in between cancer treatments, did he decide on a whim to strip Harry and Meghan of their Sussex title? Nine of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse is a wish not fulfilled. It means, and I think it means that many people might wish this. That would be the Nine of Cups upright, wish fulfilled. Please do it. I think many people feel that they should be stripped of their titles. They do not deserve those titles. I think in particular the people of Sussex might feel that way, and I do have sympathy for them, that the Sussexes share their name, use their name, take their name in vain, their county's name, and it's a lovely county too, so particularly insulting. There's a better word, but that'll do. But Nine of Cups in reverse tells me that no, this dream has not been fulfilled. This has not happened. Has Lady Louise mysteriously been made Duchess of Sussex behind our backs and unbeknownst to anybody? Four of Cups in reverse. It's also a funny one. Because upright, it's someone who's been offered something and then they, oh no, don't really want to, thank you, but no. In reverse, I think it is telling me, and I'm really reading intuitively here, absolutely intuitively, because it's very hard for tarot to give me the answers that I need in this reading, because they're strange questions. Very strange questions, really hypothetical questions, and they're questions that I don't believe, and I don't normally read like that. I can't remember when last I did a reading like this where I genuinely don't believe the question that I'm asking. So tarot is doing its best. It's given me Four of Cups in reverse. Four of Cups is the rejection card. No, I don't want it, thank you, take it away from me. It's in reverse. I think that it would be her energy, Four of Cups. If it was offered to her, she would reject it anyway. I think that's what the tarot is telling me, that she would decline it. If in a fit of madness the king did this somehow and this happened. No. So I think, no, we haven't had a Tower moment. We haven't had our dreams come true. And if this were to be offered to her, she would absolutely decline it. Four of Cups in reverse. And no plan to do this. 2 of Wands in reverse. Not in this way anyway. Let's just clarify that. No plans to do this involving poor old Lady Louise, who finds her name being taken in vain in this way, unfortunately for her. Would she like a title? As I say, brother has got Earl of Wessex, which is fancy enough. It's a very fancy title. Would she like something fancy for herself? Or is she not interested? Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse is impatience. But I don't think that's what it means. I don't think she's an impatient girl. I don't get that vibe of her. I think that the Temperance card in reverse becomes the devil. And we know who the devil shows up as often in these royal readings. I think she thinks that if she were to be awarded a title, I'm not sure of the right terminology, granted a title perhaps is a better word, it would cause absolute outroar in certain quarters. Devil, Temperance card in reverse. It really would stir things up. It would make, there would be a huge drama around it. That would be Temperance in reverse. A lot of people would be upset. They would say it's not fair, outrage, especially if she suddenly became Duchess of Sussex. As I say, for legal reasons, I don't think she can, or legally, she can't really. I don't think it's possible. But anyway, it would open such a can of worms. There would be such uproar, such an outcry from particular quarters, let's say flying monkey type of quarters, that she wouldn't want it. We've seen she wouldn't want it, and it would upset her. I think she's very sensitive. I think she's highly intuitive, possibly even slightly psychic is my view of her, and it's something that would absolutely horrify her. And as I say that, I'm getting terrible chills, and it's 36 degrees Celsius right now as I'm doing this reading at about 7 in the evening my time. So no, not in this way, not in this way, and I don't think ever. But let's check last card of this rather odd little reading. Would she ever contemplate becoming a working royal or be roped in her future? No. Emperor in reverse, no, not interested. Don't think she likes the pomp and circumstance. That's ruling. The emperor is literally the king. Whoever would be the king when the time came to try and increase the working royals, the load of the working royals. No, and it would be a king. We've got Charles, William, George. It's a long way to go before a woman is going to be on the throne again in the UK, unless something absolutely horrific happens, and we don't want to entertain that energy at all. Emperor in reverse, no. It's not in her plans. It's not in her worldview. It's not something she aspires to. Now, when I ask that question, for instance, of has been the Parkle, that card leaps out upright and screams, yes, I want it. As he said when he was a child, I'll be king. You don't want to be king, because William was saying, oh, my nerves, what a terrible prospect, because also sensitive and understood the enormity of the role. Has-been was dancing up and down and saying, me, me, me. Not Lady Louise, not at all. That's your reading. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to get on with the next wild rumour now.